Alright, ladies and germs, we're back and we've got another couple to do, and these are weirdos. So, weirdo beer reviews with the BeerSarge, or beer reviews with the weirdo BeerSarge, whatever fucking spins your wheels. Put onto these by a subscriber, Leslie Barbados. Now, look at these little things. Look at that. A triple Imperial Hazy IPA. And what's that one? A Doris Plum Quadruple Belgian. Or Belgian Quadruple, if you please. So, you're probably thinking, where the fuck did he buy those tiny little cans? Well, I got these from New World. And yes, they are tiny little cans. Let me let you in on a little secret. This tiny little can contains 250 mils of beer. And the little Belgian Quadruple is a 10%er. And the little Hazy IPA is 14.9% in a 250 ml can. Now, I haven't done the calculations, but that's probably like a shot of whiskey or something. I don't know, maybe. I'm not into me shots and stuff. So let's have a go. We're going to do them both in the same review because they're only tiny. Should be able to knock them back, he says. So what are we going to start off with? So we'll give the old Hazy a bit of a wander around, and we'll give that a crack first. So this is the Triple Imperial Hazy IPA. It's got a picture of some, I don't know, fucking snapdragons or sweet peas on the front. I don't know what that is. It says in here, thick and creamy. This hazy beer is juicy. I'll start that again. Thick and creamy. This hazy beer is juicy, boozy, and dialed up to 11. Well, I think it might be dialed up to 14.9, but that's just me. Right, here we go. Drink fresh, stay rad. Urbanaut. Yeah, had a couple of Urbanauts before. Right, so we'll punch the lid on that one and we'll throw that into this handy dandy glass. So, low pours like a hazy, as you know, it should, because it says it's a hazy. There we go, and it comes up to the line. There's a few fucking hitchhikers in there by the look of it. Don't know if you can see that on camera, but yeah, it's definitely got some hitchhikers in there, but then it's a hazy, so it'll have that bit of yeast sort of hanging around, bit of protein and that sort of shit will be floating around in your hazies at times, because they're not gonna clear it, are they? Because otherwise it wouldn't be a hazy. It'd be a clear, be an APA or an IPA clear. Right, let's have a sniff. There's not a lot of smell coming off that. Not a lot of aroma. In fact, I get a little bit of fruit, a little bit, not a lot. Like, it's not one of the ones that you open and immediately you smell it from sort of a foot away. Right, let's have a dive. 14.9. If I disappear underneath the table, you know what's happened. Holy fuck. All right. It's sweet. Like, it's very, very sweet. So it's very sweet. That alcohol warmth hits you straight away, boom, straight into the throat, straight down. You can feel it going right down your gullet, right down until it settles down in the bowels of your gut, or the gut of your bowels. So that the alcohol burn is prominent, like fucking prominent. Oh. it's like taking a, well, I was going to say it's like having a 7% bourbon RTD, you know, one of the Gentleman Jacks or something like that. Like having one of those, it's like that. You get that alcohol burn, and you know you're drinking something hot. Yeah, in a beer. So way different to anything we've ever reviewed before. Yeah, so it's a stonker. Like this is the king of the stonkers. This is the king of the stonkers. So yep, just gonna put that to one side and do the other one, so that I'm not pissed when I do the next one, because I'm thinking by the time I finish that, there's no power tool operation going to happen today. Luckily I wasn't planning any. So we'll get on to the next one. So the next one is this one here, which is the Doris Plum Belgian Quadruple. So I'm kind of thinking that if it's going to be a Belgian, they're going to have used Belgian yeast, which has a milder sort of effect on the beer anyway. But we'll see. So this one is what did we say this one was? This is a ripe amber coloured beer layered with spicy esters and rich caramel notes, rounded out with a dash of juicy Doris plums. So different, and it is coming in at 10. So this is a 10%. So they're both high alcohol beers. So into our regulation 250ml glass. It's a very nice colour. Oh, very nice colour. That's a beautiful colour. Alright, a bit of chill haze through there, so a little bit of a haze through it. It's not perfectly clear. Very nice amber. Like it, the camera doesn't sort of bring it out, it's quite dark there, but if you hold it up to the light, I don't know if you get it, no you can't. Hold it up to the light, it's actually quite a nice sort of rich, ambery, I don't know, almost like curry gum sort of colour. Dark curry gum. No floaters in there that I can see. Maybe, no. Very, very clear. Alright, let's have a sniff. Oh, it's definitely got the smell of Belgian around it. So the Belgians do a lot of fruit beers, like Crakes and what's the other one? There's a Crake and something else. They use lots of things like cherries and that sort of shit in their beers. And they're bloody hell, if you can find yourself in a genuine Belgian Crake that's been brewed with cherry, you should try it. I mean, they're quite expensive for a small bottle. I think probably about the same price. These are quite cheap. These are only I think $4.99, $5.99. So it's one drink in it really. So I guess in the grand scheme of things, they're expensive, but just if you want to throw $6 into something different, this is them. But anyway, let's get back to this Belgian. So smells like a Belgian. I don't think it's not racist saying it smells like a Belgian. No, it totally isn't. The Belgian is a style of beer, so it smells like a Belgian. Oh, Jesus. It's got the characteristics of a Belgian, where you've got the yeast is the yeast is producing more of the flavour than the malts. That is one of the characteristics of a Belgian. Your yeast is what flavours a Belgian fairly much. You know, they use Abbey yeast. It's all brewed by the monks and the bloody monasteries and shit over there, because they were the keepers of the recipes. 10% alcohol. It's a lot. Yeah, it's very, very strong. I would say that it's on par, like it might only be 10%, but it's on par with that 14 It's, yeah, wow, that's a killer. I don't think I'll be doing any more reviews after these two. Flavour wise, it's okay, but I think the alcohol overpowers it. If it was dropped slightly in alcohol content, then I think you'd get a better flavour out of it. I'm not a fan of pushing the alcohol content up just because you can, because I think you lose the flavour of the beer itself, and that's what you're trying to achieve. You're not trying to achieve a spirit. If you're trying to achieve a spirit, just fucking make spirits. But in saying that, you know, barley wine is a thing, and it's high in the alcohol content. I'm not a fan of these. I wouldn't buy them again, mainly because when I drink my beer, I like the flavour, and I like to enjoy my beer. These are gonna probably be forced down my throat for the next, no, I won't be forced down at all. I'll be drinking them, but yeah, I won't be enjoying it. You know I won't. Yes, I will enjoy it, but yeah, I wouldn't be enjoying it as much as, say, a nice hazy that's sitting around the 9-10 mark. You know, this is, it's just a bit too much. Yeah, it's like taking a shot. Hey, but if you're into your high alcohol beers, jump onto them. Urbanaut, got it from New World, and they were, I think, $5.99 a can. There you go. Have fun with that. All right, spot you later.